Is the economy and the housing market headed over a recessionary cliff, a collapse? Are we in a recession already? Settle in and you'll have the answers to all of this by the end of the video. Yes, the J hath spoken. And how ominous was this? Fed Chair Jerome Powell, he wasn't exactly doing a stand-up routine where he was dropping comedic knee slappers at his Jackson Hole speech. You know, I don't think since the Star Wars prequels have people felt this strongly that something needs to be changed. The Fed wants to crush persistent inflation, a lot like Emperor Palpatine's pursuit of Luke Skywalker. We learned that the Fed is serious about restoring balance in the force, and that is getting today's 8% plus inflation back down to their 2% target. And the way Powell put it is he called it restoring price stability. It is going to be a painful process. The Fed is going to keep putting the screws to the economy and raising rates. And you know something? Powell has previously indicated that he does not want the legacy of Arthur Burns. Burns was a former Fed chair that did not do enough to stomp out high 1970s inflation. So it really looks like Powell would rather follow in the steps of Burns' near successor, Paul Volcker. He, of course, famously jacked rates up to near 20% in 1981. That killed inflation, and Volcker is still kind of looked upon as a hero. So let's be clear, this is really bad news for some people. Recessions are often marked by lower employment, by an austere consumer that might be eating canned beans for dinner, and most expect Powell to announce another 0.75% rate increase on the 21st. But you know, hey, there's no need to tailgate the next Fed meeting. Have more fun than that in your life. The NFL is going to be in full swing by then. I'll let you know what's going on here. In fact, if you would like a quick, to-the-point, 3-minute explainer on what the Fed really is, I made this video for you here. You can go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I've got this real estate and money stuff handled. Just don't ask me to go do a deep dive on metaverse real estate. Well, are we in a recession right now? A lot of people think so. Recession is shorthand for 2 straight quarters of contracting GDP. Well, that's already happened. We still have some mixed economic signals out there, but we have fewer of those by the day. The National Bureau of Economic Research, they're the ones that make the official recession decision. They still haven't called it, but you know what? They could come out like any time and say that the economy has stumbled so much that a recession actually began early this year. They could still come out and say something like that. The U.S. continues to see like okay job growth, and that's deferred the recession call for some people, but those seem to be a shrinking minority. I believe now that we're either in a recession or we are on the brink of one. And by the way, recessions are not unusual. They're really a normal part of the business cycle. They occur on average every 5 years. Well, what about housing? Where is the housing market headed? Really, you could say supply and demand are both down, and it would take a prolonged and severe recession for home prices to drop substantially. Home prices are just known for being historically resilient even through recessions. In fact, just take a look at this historic price chart. You might have seen this before. Understand that the gray bars denote recessions. 2008 was the notable exception. But home price gains largely now today have stalled depending on what market you're in. So yes, year over year home prices are up, but month over month they are down. Now, existing homeowners, those people are in pretty good shape. They have record equity gains from last year, and they have low mortgage rates, whether they bought at those rates or they refinanced to those rates. So those existing homeowners are pretty content to hold. Now, a wave of distressed sales, like what happened in 2008, that's really unlikely because today homeowners can afford their mortgage payments due to strict underwriting back when they got the loan. But not absolutely everything is great for existing homeowners. Some might want to take out a loan for a remodeling project. Well, now what they've got to do is grapple with higher interest rates that they have on their home equity lines of credit. They might not be totally content. So you've got some associated industries that are already in a downturn, like home builders and mortgage companies and real estate agent industries and home furnishing companies. One group that's in great shape today are landlords, especially those in the single-family rental space. With housing supply so low, if a renter can't afford these higher rents, it's pretty hard for them to go rent a cheaper place, because often there is no cheaper place or no place at all. So a tenant has to double up with another family, or they need to pay the higher rent. And really, these higher mortgage rates that we've seen this year, they are a single-family rental owner's best friend. These priced out wannabe first-time home buyers, they're the ones that go back in the rental pool and keep that single-family rental demand high. CoreLogic's single-family rent index, it shows scorching 13.4% annual rent gains. And you can see the chart here. It's arranged by tiers. So a different or a higher tier means a higher priced single family rental property, that rent price. But as you can see, all the tiers are way up. Rent growth is substantial. So really, in conclusion here, the boom times that are associated with cheap debt are done. A recession is likely. Home price gains have stalled and rents are soaring. And in a recession, the best places to historically invest are in necessities like housing and food and healthcare. And I can help you there. That's what we do here, help you invest in good rental housing. In fact, in a recession, if we're in one, there are few better things for you to have than an additional income stream. You can connect with proven nationwide property providers in the best markets at gremarketplace.com. That's our sister website. And you can even see videos over there with the property managers that we do in these markets. It's free for you. Just create one login. There's no subscription fee, and get access to all of the nationwide property providers. Generational wealth is built through real estate investing, and this is just a way for you to make it actionable. I'll see you over there at gremarketplace.com, where I'll walk you through the site there, or I'll see you in the next video.